What's up, spam fam? Welcome, 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 welcome! We are kicking off with this one before it gets lost in the beginning of the book. Create a fancy name. Weirdly, this prompt is before, like, the rule books and all that. And I only realised it was there today, so we're going to do this one before I forget about it. And then when we do a flip through, I'll be like, oh no! Dum. So, create a fancy name. I wonder what name we will create. Last time, I know I did this one early on. I believe I did Spam Creates and I did Typhoon Larry. But this time, as you can see, we are doing Cray. Because Cray has to be included in it somehow. Whether it be name, hand, foot, head. That is our rule. And we love Cray, right? So we got double action here because we've got Cray writing his own name and Cray's hand, and he's doing it with a crayon. So can we call that triple? Huh? You gonna give me that? I went for this weird, like, I don't know, bubble lettering. Then my colour choices. These are rough layers, then we'll get to the blending and stuff, but I did go for some random choices here. But there is a reason. And I don't quite know what it is. I jokes. I don't know. I did think about doing a whole pink and green thing with the letters, but the idea that I have, it won't work with just two colours. So I'm brave in introducing other colours. How dare they invade my screen? Ha! Why these colours? They're just the ones I had in my paint pot. Do they represent Cray? No, not really. Yeah, I didn't like that purple. Because if you look at it as well, we're kind of going for a red, orangey, yellow, green, blue, purple. So it's kind of a rainbow-ish. Just a very muted and unidentifiable. There is method to my madness, I swear. I have to say, the idea for this one stressed me out. It took way longer than it should have, and I don't even know whether I like the end result. It's that whole thing again, I was saying in another video that I was looking at it too long and I ended up hating it. And I don't quite know why. So the decision's down to you in the end. But this layer's dry. We're on to the next step now, which is adding some little highlights to the lettering before I forget. Just to make them look juicier and rounder and more alive. Not the letters are alive, I'm not saying that. They just looked a little flat and a little meh. But they're giving it more that balloony vibe now. It's like someone needs to tell me how to put highlights on yellow and light colours. I'm assuming it's to add a little bit of grey, probably. I haven't tried it, but I would guess that that's the way that it needs to go. What are you looking at? Ty's just staring at me. You talk too much, Mum. Meh. Okay, next step. So we're on step, what? 4 already? Contemplating my choices. I wasn't too sure how to do this next step. Paint, watercolor. I went with pencil, which was probably my first mistake. Would have been easier with paint, which I do end up going with that in the end. But I needed to lay this backdrop down so that I could see where my shading was going to go. Because basically, this black that I just, well, this very light black that I was just laid down is to act as a shadow when I go over it with other colours, but it didn't quite work out that way. And this part, this was my favourite part, just scribbling. Because Cray is creating with crayons, and we all know that not the neatest of things in the world, so I did this scribble effect, and I really, really enjoyed it. So, as you can see now, I decided to go in with my acrylic paint and do the shadow that way. The other way just seems stupid. Filling all the little tiny gaps. Annoyingly, Cray's hand should have been over like 2 centimeters. Okay, so that's done. Now we're on to the next stage. So many stages to this. I tell you, it took way too long. That's dry. Now we're going to bring in the paint pens. And the paint pens, we're going to add little effects here and there. We're going to add in little stars and polka dots to add some little sparkle. I don't know why I said it like that. Sparkle. I'm just picking up pens that I know are going to work. Adding some sparkle. Slowly getting better at drawing the stars. Are they uniform? No. But they look like stars now. We're getting there. Can draw spam in any position that I like, but can I draw a star when you ask me to? No, I cannot. I still highly recommend these pens. Why not? Let's add some white stars in there as well. Let's add a white star on some white paper. You genius. I don't think that was white. I think it was like a very pale purple. You can see it coming through now. It's not white. Way too long for that. Now I just got to colour his hand and we are done. Thank God. So here we are. My fancy name? Question mark? I can't look at it anymore. It's not what I envisioned. I had a vision in my head and it's not the way that it came out. So I don't know. I don't know. This was up to you. I don't love it, I don't hate it. But we have the fancy name question mark Cray, who's Cray's drawing his fancy name Cray with a crayon. Yeah. We definitely added Cray. How much has changed since the beginning, look. Anyway, it's up to you. Let me know what you think down below. I just don't know anymore. After that stressful thing, let's go on an adventure. This one is even weirder. Okay. So, Cray annoyed me that much on that last one. I sent him off. I said, go do something outside. Off you toddle. He annoyed me. I kicked him out of the house and said, go. Find something to do outside. And then he sent me this photo. God, it's my imagination, right? Don't adjust your screen. You are seeing that right. Cray is riding a flying elephant. Did he find Dumbo on his travels? I don't know where this idea came from. There's no explanation behind it. But it is a pink elephant. Obviously. Because, you know, in Spam World we only have pink elephants. A green elephant would just be ridiculous. Come on, huh? Green accessories, obviously. Borrowed that cape from Super Spam. Don't tell her, she doesn't know. And I feel like if she did find out, Cray would be in some sort of trouble. I'm going to try and go very lightly here because I did kind of want a pastel elephant. But I am heavy-handed, so it could end up looking like a sunburnt elephant. I'm trying very hard to go light here. Yeah, there's not much to say here really. I have no explanation as to where this idea came from. I just thought it was a really weird adventure to go on. And that's the explanation. Oh. So, just got to colour his cape, or should I say Super Spam's cape that he stole. Not entirely sure where he got the saddle from. Maybe the elephant came with it. But you do have to watch out in Spam World, like the elephant drop-ins from the sky. Woof. I'm kind of gutted that the microphone didn't pick that up, but as I made that joke and giggled at it myself, like Ty grumbled, as if to say, will you shut up? I annoy the dog. I talk to him too much. And here's the final piece. I did an orange sky because technically the sky in Spam World is pink. But I didn't plan that far ahead. And then I realised that obviously they'd clash. So it's, let's say it's sunset or sunrise. Sunset. See, I'm still trying to remember that. But yeah, this is what Craig got up to when I kicked him out of the house. He went and flew a pink elephant. Not only that, but he stole Super Spam's cape. Yeah, this was a weird episode. This question mark. And then this question mark. Some of these episodes are hit and miss. Bit random. But did you expect that as an adventure? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think down below. While you're there, please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe. And watch out for elephant doo-doos from the sky. Haha. I think I broke. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Hopefully more sane. Bye!